Brandon Abandoned, 6'4", exploring third Bstickland. I got a beautiful spot for you guys today. I'm on 100 acres of land. It's a beautiful 1860s farmhouse. It's been abandoned since only 2023. The house, it was owned by a guy who lived here for over 50 years. He was into communications and all that kind of work. But the area now, there's new highways, there's just new development everywhere. So eventually, this house had a heritage marker on it, but they just figured that there was so much renovations and work done after the fact that they took it off of the heritage list, and a developer bought it quick. It's gonna be getting smashed up real soon. So I'm glad I got here. You guys are gonna love this one. Let's just start exploring right now. Let's get in here. So I came to where I assume is the front door. Beautiful, big, tall door with the stained glass. Now there's plenty of stuff left here. This house also has power. You're gonna see people that were here before me have turned things on and left things on, like the TV. And again, this place, it's only been abandoned for a year. So that makes sense that there's still power. Plus, when a developer buys this spot, it normally takes a while for them to cut the power and do all that proper stuff. I wonder what they had inside this glass table. It's a display table too. Very cool. And here we got a big giant mirror. Help make the room look a little bit bigger. There's some paperwork up here. I'm not gonna go too close to that. It's got names on it. These stereos were awesome in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think was when they were big and popular. Look at that. Again, this house is just beautiful with like the wooden doors inside, old style wallpaper. Lots of doors, lots of hallways. Sign of a beautiful old farmhouse. You got some nice medallion on the ceiling. Make the light look a little bit better. I'm gonna turn my light on because some of this place is a bit dark, a bit shadowy because there's bright lights in other parts. There's somebody who's trying to steal a TV. That thing's huge. And again, a big grand window. Love it. This is probably your dining room since it's adjacent to the kitchen. It's almost like a light system, maybe. A huge kitchen. Farmhouses always seem to have big, giant kitchens. Lots of cupboards. Amazing. Quite the snazzy light. You want to know what one of the best features about this nice big kitchen is? It's got a fireplace. That would make your breakfast on a Saturday extra special. Ocean Bomb. Never heard of those. They got Pokemon all over them. Beautiful lady. Nice and bronze. My best guess is gonna be, yeah, the cupboards, they'll all be empty. Well, there's a couple things. Those are real nice, actually. To all my fans, that cup's for you. The old record player hanging out on the kitchen counter. Now this house appears to be long, not too wide, but very long. Gorgeous. Like somebody, were they trying to steal this too? It doesn't take long if it's only been a year, maybe even less than a year. Just wanted to look at the wreath. And look at that. That fancy light. Not fancy, but it's nice how it's like an oil lantern look to it. And big old knives right by the door. Again, never a good sign. Now this is a beautiful hard chopping block built in. Why would you put another one on top? Must have been an Explorer. Beautiful woodwork. The ceiling. The wood. That's cool. Now here's gonna lead out back. Again with the nice beautiful wood everywhere. I'll show the property at the end of the video. We'll do a walk around. So we'll get to see all that a little bit better. This place, eh? There's hearts and I love you everywhere. It's a very nice, happy family. The angle roof. See, like this is what they're talking about, right? Like that's a T-bar ceiling. That wouldn't have been around in the 1800s. So stuff like that is why the house was taken off of the heritage list. But it's a good job though. Whoever did that was, they knew what they were doing. Cut the tiles proper. They're the ones that sink down a 1/4 inch too, which is pretty cool. They're always extra fancy. So that's gonna be how to get to the basement. Got a whole bunch of records and old cards. Records, cards, and stamps. That's crazy. Very cool. Doug Henry. Let's just do a quick little side by side. Got Showboat, Peter Pan. So that's weird. Strange records. Sharon, Lois, and Bram. So that's all like kid stuff. Baby Beluga. But good thing that box is hiding. But again, it's like somebody was trying to take it. So we're not gonna go down there yet, but we'll open it up so it's ready to go. Big, beautiful kitchen. I love that. It's the heart of the house right here. The kitchen. Nothing going on in the fridge. Now this looks like where the house might end. Some more old floral wallpaper. Yeah, so I know the other room is a little bit better, so we'll do that one after. because this is just a smashed up bathroom. I had to use the washroom when I came, so when I got into the house I quickly ran to see if there was a washroom. I found a broken one first. Look at the cobwebs up there. Can that happen in a year? Can this happen in a year, or did they didn't use this room? They probably knew ahead of time that they were leaving. But that's a bit extreme. Must just not have used that room. It almost looks like the way this is taped off and everything, it was over here. So that door was on here. Somebody ripped it off. But the way it's all closed up and everything, definitely didn't use this room. And he tried to stop all the breezes from coming through. Some band-aids in case somebody shows up and has to use one of those knives. Scary stuff. Yeah, this little tiny doorway that we got a duct to get our head under leads into here. That's got a chain on it like it was hanging up. Old DVDs. No Blu-rays. It's a nice fridge. It's closed, there's nothing in it. We've got jars of cannabis. It don't look like it could have been alright before it died in the jar. It's got a little suitcase. Bunch of supplies. There's a hard hat. A work bag. You see these on the site, these husky ones all the time. Those come out of the scissor lifts that you rent. And a lot of guys always take them, because the company seems to never care if they come and get their machine, but it doesn't have a harness in it. That lanyard's been popped, so it's no good. You can't use it anymore. The harness, I wouldn't use it because it's been sitting here for a year now. When it comes to your life, don't ever trust stuff you get for cheap or stuff you find for free. That's a nice cane. Ashtray full of cigarettes. I think it's almost time to dump it. Yeah, that's very cool. Now, oh, it's boarded up anyway. No point of going out that door. Since we're in here, and I think this is just gonna be a small room above here. Well, no, okay. Yeah, okay. See that? See how the brain worked right there? These are really cool doors. I'll have to get in, duck, and show you. Very cool. Farmish looking. See, so I can stand up a little bit here now. Whoa, got a duck there with all them cobwebs. That's not safe, is it? All that on your roof? You see there's a couple other buildings, so we'll be checking them out as well. Alright, so this does lead to the other part of the house, but we're gonna go up the main stairs. I'm going to go back down and take some pictures and videos, and then we'll come back up. So I even came all the way back to the front door, to the beautiful stairs. I went to those middle stairs and none of you guys were there. So I figured you probably came to this beautiful stair set. And I was right. I can't almost make it up the stairs. There's so many of you. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, out of the way. Excuse me. Okay. So left to right is the way we're going. That's the long way of the house. It matches the front door. Very nice. Adding a little bit of stained glass is always adding a little bit of class. Wooden coat hangers. Very nice. And MM was his name. Mike Michelson? Or was it Maryson? Alright, a lot of clothes. Some girls' shoes, that's why I had to say the name. Plus we got a pink pillow. A little bit of everybody's clothes in here. An old vacuum. I'm not gonna lie, it smells a little ripe in there. Almost taste it in your mouth. Mickey. Postcard. Doesn't have a date, but I like it. Some tools, some rubbish, a PlayStation 3. Sad it's dying in here. I got like 6 of them in a box. Ooh. Fancy little camouflage. That's a nice dress. With a little bit of bling on it. An old cigar. Romeo and Juliet. I almost thought those were magnets. Yeah, they are. That's a very cool set. You got the Maple Leafs. Good, good. Also, you can move them around for your playoffs and everything. That's awesome. That's very, very cool. There's a PlayStation remote to go with the PS3. This guy likes golfing. We got some teas. Empty glasses. Love and Faith. These have never been opened. More love in the house. Oh, sometimes it's always scary. You never know what's on here. It's Fern Gully. I absolutely love that movie. But can we trust it? Is it actually Fern Gully? Look at that. Some TaylorMade. He went with the good brand, good names too. And he went with PlayStation over Xbox. Boom. So he was definitely a smart guy. Smart kid. Smart teen. This house kind of laid out a bit strange. Water. It's always a sign of a squatter. Either that or the water shut off before the people move after they sold to the developers. Sometimes they stay a little bit longer than they should, so the power gets turned off. It's a heavy duty bullet shell. That's crazy. Boom. Window air conditioner. Nice lamp. I'm not going to say any names, but I know exactly who it was turned on all these TVs and lights. Because that's all he does. I don't understand him. It's the old school mesh and plaster. Here's the washroom, and that's how we get to that side. But there's a room here. Maybe we can get through it as well. A little bit of clothes on the floor. No, we're gonna have to go through the washroom to get to the other side. This is the sports room. I love it. We've got a bunch of binders too. Good Life. Old school pump thing right here. Seen them before. Those are actually quite nice. A couple bongs to go with the weed downstairs. And come in here and have a party. Everything's ready to go. I love old quilts like that. And like this one, this color. That's beautiful with the things hanging off the end. My dad's sister made us one. And it's the warmest thing you could ever use. I absolutely love it. It's like 50 years old or so. And it's the best. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Football. Another one covering up the window. Very nice. Black and white. I don't think there's going to be anything in the closets. We'll take a closer look for you guys. It's a nice punching bag. It's just a little closet. This one's got wrapping paper, Star Wars bag, with more bags. So this side opens again, which means this side opens again. To just another little tiny one. That's where you hide from your parents. Oh, look at this. Water damage. Water damage, you evil, evil bugger. Again, nice flower, and it's textured. Now those must have been really nice faucets, because somebody came and just ripped them right off. They straight hulked it. This wall's on an angle. That's very weird. It's not just this. This is on an angle as well. But this wall's on an angle. You can tell the way the mirror is. Closer here, further away there. I wonder why that is. Let's do this real quick. This wall's straight. So there must have just been for pipes and whatever they had put behind that wall. Because the doors have been open for so long, it smells abandoned. It's got that fresh air, kind of old wood. That's a beautiful mirror. Really nice mirror. Mirrors all over. Alright. That's cool. To put a jacket on, I guess. Somebody was opening these up. It just looks like a bunch of cups and mugs. And that one's bowls. I like this bag. That's a retro green. It's that a bowling bag? Is that where you put your balls in? It's Puma. Maybe. It looks like a bowling bag. If you know exactly what kind of a style bag that is, throw it out there. And we've seen a bunch of luggage again. A bunch of suitcases, and they're open. I swear that people hang around downtown by airports, by wherever people, hotels, and they steal luggage. And they come to these abandoned houses where I guess they could be squatting at the time. And that's where the people's stuff ends up living for the rest of its life. Stolen suitcases always seem to end up in abandoned houses. It's a shame. But like, it's been a while because there's rat poo inside of it. Unless the mouse poo, unless they just came for the food quick. But parts of this house make it seem like it's been a while. Gross. And other parts make it seem like it was 2023, like it was said to have been. Just a little bag of, it almost felt like leaves, potpourri, we could say. Okay. So that's where that red light's flashing all weird, that we came up the stairs the first time. I thought that it was these stairs. I forgot there was 3 now. What a cool house. And then again, there's lots of cobwebs all around here too. Maybe the house just got too big, too much to take care of the whole thing. So he just stuck to where he was living himself. You got a clown. You got what looks like a paintball rifle. You got over here, fire detector and a bunch of new stuff. That TV thing's new. Norris. Yeah, that's not a bad little rifle. The Tipman. Well, this is gonna be the last room up here. Let's get inside. And there's another suitcase here. And I know, I'm sure some of them was because the people were moving and whatnot, right? But a lot of the times, for sure, it's Jägermeister. It's stolen goods. Oh, look at that. It's like an old school, high school, college football jacket. Some food there that's looking real bad. Christmas. Thought it was a dog bone, but it's one of those fake hands. There's an antler, but there's no knife on the end of it. Looks like it's a knife handle. Pool noodle award. That's the real bad food. This is neat. Normal kid. Normal folks. I thought it was the Tales from the Crypt Keeper guy. I was wrong. All right. Tons of stuff up here. Tons. Nice guitar. Glass case. Old USB drive. Some guy right now is looking for a USB drive inside of a garbage dump. He left it at an apartment. The people cleared the apartment out, threw out the dresser. The USB stick was in the dresser, and on it was 8,000 Bitcoin, worth $190 million. So he's been paying even more money now to pause the operation at the dump so that he can go digging around, try to find his fortune. Sports room. Yeah, it's definitely just an old tire pump. It's even got the little attachment on the bottom. Slowly back up out of here. Nice beautiful stairs again. And the ceiling, I've noticed, it's got a whole bunch of cracks on it. Even down here. But it's plaster too, so it might crack a little bit easier. I didn't notice how old that chair was. It's beautiful. PlayStation room. Oh, you can smell it. You don't even got to get close. Hoo-wee. Oh, what's that real quick? Let me turn my light off. Since there's already light in here. Oh, I didn't hit it. There we go. That's pretty cool. 1903, 1938. King Edward benefit. Montreal. I don't want to go back over there, so we're going to put it up on that shelf there. Oof. I've got my hand sanitizer in my bag. I'm going to use that before I take my pictures and pans. You guys go near that basement hole. Oh yeah, I opened it up, so we're good. And I'll see you guys there in a few. All right, everybody. We are here. Ready to go down. Bum, bum, bum. It's almost more like a cellar door, no? There's again is the cards and stamps and the kids' records. Now, time to get really small. Whoa. Alright. Sub pump. A little better for you. Oh, that's cool. An old train track setup. That's awesome. Too bad I can't get a little bit closer. But I'll have to come back to take a picture of that. A bit of a shady basement, eh? Some stools. Now that's got a light on over there. So he would be working down here, but it's at its best 5 feet tall. Where does that go? It's in a closet. In a closet with a light on. So let's go back upstairs. Damn it. We had a secret entrance to get into the basement from there. So when I seen it, I thought it was just a closet, right? Nope. Secret way to get down there. And that would be, it's clipped up now, but it would be unclipped so that it would just look like a full wall. Very cool. I'm going to take a picture of that train track thing, like I said. So I'm going back this way because that other stairway was too small. Too small for me to go back down. And there was that, lots of those weird hanging white spiders. Alright, so I'm here. We're gonna check out the outside. So you guys go get some fresh air and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Got a nice porch. It's not too bad at all. Hopefully they took those inside when it was winter, or they had something to cover them up when they were raining, when it was raining. A couple bathtubs. A big beautiful house. This stone here is amazing. I really like that. That is a beautiful wall. They've even got this light on out there. Now that could have been the people leaving that on so that people think it's lived in when they're driving by at night. But if not, then it's just the kids hitting switches again, trying to burn down abandoned houses. I guess we will go through there first. We got another TV. Tons of this cable. I wonder what that's about. I wonder if either he was doing that or if just the developer decided this was a good place to store a bunch of... That thing's empty. Or if they thought maybe this was a good spot to just store a bunch of wire and material that they had. Those are very cool. Maple Leafs, 31 to 99. Official. What are the other ones? We got a Jets, we got a North Bay Kings. Toronto and Ontario. Super cool. More wire. Lots of wood. A little fenced off property. I'm not sure if there's a pool or not. Might be through that gate, so we're gonna go check it out because that looks like a pool house, but there's nothing there in this first section of backyard. So possibly in the other section. I'd much rather work out here than down in that tiny little basement. Here you got sunlight, fresh air. It's a beautiful little room. Yeah, I guess you could work out in here too. Definitely have to have plants going. Kept some cool chunks of wood. I like when people do that. Trees can grow very cool. Got a hot tub over there. We'll get in there and check it out. Unless, is it easy to get from here? Yeah. Now, This is all broken down. It was probably not at one point. Fortunately now it is. Well, this is nice. It's actual, got a wood floor and everything. Hopefully it won't fall down too deep. She's stuck. Yeah, that's not holding it. Just very stuck. Smells nice in here, almost like a greenhouse. It smells fresh. All right. We got a clock. Basketball net. Not where it should be. Nice that they got speakers and everything for this thing. Probably had lights and everything out here. Beautiful little hut to have for a pool room. Not even like a change room. Oh no. There's a mirror, so I guess it could be, but you'd have to cover up the window. It's got some age to it. Very cool. Very cool. Now you'd think the pool might be over here, but it's not. What there is a really cool bridge. He's got a little pond. He's got a bridge to go over, so maybe they were just swimming in the pond. Because there's no area there that there was a pool. This bridge going over that pond. Could there have been one here, but they just filled it up. Sometimes developers will do that. They'll fill up the pools at least, because yeah, that is a pool pump there. So yeah, sometimes they'll fill up the pool. That way, no, they're not liable if anybody drowns. And they can get filled up, covered up with grass real easy, real quick. What a beautiful sunny day. I almost overdressed. Shouldn't even have this jacket on. So I seen that this was here. I don't want to go getting too close to things, but this is, it's a fancy light. All just paperwork, it seems. All just a whole lot of paperwork. Why did this guy keep so much paperwork? I do not know. What does one of these papers say? This is Morning Paul. Ross has had correspondence with CCRA. Determined that he could possibly contest the charge. Paid an outstanding balance, $700,000, which will cover ensuing charges. Maybe this guy was a lawyer. Maybe these are all lawyer files. I think that could be what's going on here. He did cases for people. It's a year-end notice. Yeah, these are all court files and court documents. Stuff that we don't need to be messing around with. So there's those couple sheds and stuff over there. We're gonna check out this big one right here. We'll see if there's anything in those little ones. We got some kids' toys, picnic table, bunch of work boots and shoes. A beautiful little gazebo. Almost like a gazebo. Well, I guess it's a well. Possibly could have been a well, or it's just made to look like a well. Look at the size of that tree. It's one of the best climbing trees I've ever seen. That thing is huge. Each one of those is a good, looks like 3 feet almost. You wouldn't be able to get your arms around them. That's awesome. What a tree. What sucks is that tree's probably going to get demolished. Or sorry, that tree's probably going to get cut down when they do something with this property. A little thing sticking out right there. So yeah, maybe they just had this little pond filtrated. Maybe that's what was going on. Sorry, that tree's got to be like 6 feet wide at the bottom. That's amazing. Amazing. Again, hopefully they're not allowed to cut that down. Hopefully the town says no. Old caravan, not doing too well. There's more work in the back. Pump. A whole bunch of stuff. I love it. Like, there's so built up around here now, and then all of a sudden you just got this property that's overgrown, abandoned house, cars sitting here like this. So cool. Right. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Oh. Yeah, I can fit. For some reason I had my light on this whole time. Just a little workshop. Nothing too crazy. That old bench is nice. Oh, it's too big. Too big to fit through there. We got this garage here with nothing inside. Not much anyway. Just one little table over there. So we're not missing anything in there. This one here is empty. We got an old bike. The top to a car, and we gotta find our way in there. Because there's another car on the property. This guy had his little small area fenced off, but the whole property itself is huge. Nope. So unfortunately we're taking the long way around. I hope that's okay. I've seen people inside. Maybe this door? If not, we're going upstairs. Nope. I guess it's the upstairs door. Nope, not that one. Let me see if I can't find the way in, and I'll show you. So, it turns out might be the only way in. So let's make ourselves small. All right. We are in. That sucks. See if we can't find how. There was an easier way, but maybe not. That might just be it. This old bike. Wheelchair. Very cool. Those GTs, they're amazing. Oh, tons of stuff here. I didn't realize. Real old TV. I guess not real old, but oh, that's awesome. Look at cool old wooden things. Look at one more. It's an old cow. You know, just old farm stuff. Old cool farm stuff. Love old books. I love them. But I hate seeing them rotting away in a bad situation like this. Like even all these books. Just want to see if these are novels as well. Yeah. Pretty much. Dead Nuts. What's that one? Whoa, sorry. Dr. Jess Wolfren. There's lots of German stuff, it seems, around here. It was in the other house and that anyway. Some of this old wood's really nice. It's a real nice wood table. Old school chair. And a sombrero. We got a whole lot of them. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. That's probably expensive with the cast iron and everything. People, they're paying money for those. And look, see, this is kind of sad here when you start to see all the old photos. That's awesome. The old boy and the son on a birthday. Nice boat they could have had. It's awesome. Smells like a barn in here. I like it. It smells nice. Like hay. A beautiful old rocking chair. Look at that. The swirls on it. And even this old desk. Let's just see if we can't slide this a little bit. Look at that. That's real nice. Oh no. It's gonna need a little bit of glue. And you know they're old when they're pinned on the bottoms like that. This is what he had as fragile. Doesn't look too fragile. There's tons of hockey equipment. More books. That's pretty interesting. Bunch of Today magazine. Oh, a bunch of Playboys. What's the date on you? 1970. That's awesome. And none of them have had any nudity on the cover, so we're okay. We're not gonna have to block it. Is that what all these are now? Yep. Old vintage Playboys. That one's from 68 even. Do they get older as you go down further? One of them's a time. 67. Yeah. What are old 60s Playboys worth? I don't imagine they're not worth anything. Wow. Old hand-carved wooden lures. They can be worth a pretty penny. This one, unfortunately, is a little beat up. I'm sure you could fix that up, though. Look at that old thing. The old Underwood. Call Teddy's. Bunch of toys, an old trunk. More old toys. Some suitcases. Oh, yeah. Lots of golf clubs and skis and ski sticks. A bunch of more files in the gas tank. This just caught my eye. If it will open. Well. Look at that. In its own little bag. The Echelon 77, my brother. It's a beautiful little piece of machinery. It's got some weight to it. Oh, that's very cool. Good thing we got to check that out. Let's climb out of here. Over all these toys and vintage pornos. The car that's being worked on. That's a shame, eh? A cool little back on it. That chunk's messed up. It looks like people pried it open to see if there was anything inside. And there's not, just a whole lot of snails. That's weird. Nice little red steering, or shifter. Hey, little Mazdas. This is beautiful too, though. It's real nice. Real nice kayak, canoe. A bunch of like books for vehicles that you would get when you bought it. Almost looks like it could be an expensive purse. Old pads, not the oldest pads we've seen, but they're old. Oh, lots of clothes. Again, see, like more luggage. And they're just here and they're just torn, thrown everywhere. You can see a bunch of the clothes, and pretty sure those shoes there were inside one. If you're not watching it, somebody seems like they're gonna steal it, and then it's gonna end up in an abandoned house. I had to break down that to see what was going on. Look at this table. Too bad it's broken. It's got the nice carved legs. Oh, and it's got the dragon feet with the ball in it. That's awesome. And is that metal? Yeah, it goes from wood to metal that's holding the ball. Man, someone needs to restore a lot of this stuff. Some beautiful old furniture in here that shouldn't be wasting away. Makes me sad. Now, is this door open? No? So yeah, I guess if people came in here, they climbed through that hole. Look at that. That's amazing. That is very, very, very cool. Wow. I don't think that should be left in here. It's just a real nice table. Wasn't sure if it was a pool table or not. That's awesome. I love old jazzy pictures. That's on a nice canvas. See the way the smoke goes? I don't see any signatures. But maybe it's something. What are these couple things doing in here? This Legion piece and this. Why is that out here and not in the rest of the house? So many questions when things get moved around and are in spots you think they shouldn't be. But this is just nuts. Oh no. A couple more. Could have been a nice painting. Old Mazda. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, especially the old pornos, the old Playboys. All right. Well, I guess the only thing there is to do is, while I'm still with you, pen down a little bit. The one says Hockney. Wasn't sure if they were going to be real nice paintings or something, but they are not. All right. So that's going to be it. Let's climb our way through this little hole. It's funny that somebody came and like cut it perfectly. All right. Let's head back to the truck. Just wanted to show you this. So there's the side of the house. We got in that way. But this is the front of the house. This is where you would have originally made your way in. Overgrown. You could barely see the stairs. That's where the giant TV is, just outside the door. Beautiful looking house though. With the vines growing on the stone. Like, that's beautiful. Your big window. They've gotten more stairs down, and that whole area is bricked. So they'd have a nice little wall going all the way around the house. And then that leads us to there. What a very cool location. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as long as I did. Just filming it took about an hour and a half. It was so big and so much stuff. And then all my extra stuff, I think I've been here for almost 3 hours. Time to get out of here and get some food. All right, everybody, what do you guys think about this house, eh? Absolutely amazing. So much stuff left. Big, beautiful farmhouse. Just the way you walked through it was so smooth and so nice. A lot of the old features are still here and they're beautiful, but I guess you can see the parts that were redone. I wish I seen it how it was done, let's say in like the 1910, 1920, maybe even into the 1940s, 50s. This place would have been absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys all like this one. Thank you all for coming along with me on this tour. Like it, subscribe it, share it. Thank you for the comments, for the love, for the views, for all your support. Brandon Abandoned, and I'll catch you on the next Explore. Ciao.